The Watson Weekly Podcast is brought to you by Miracle. Join the 6X Club, because who doesn't want to grow 6 times faster than everyone else? Miracle's AI-powered platform accelerates e-commerce growth with marketplace, dropship, and retail media all in one place. Trusted by over 450 retailers who got tired of playing small and decided to scale big. It's April 23rd, 2025, and this is the Watson Weekly, your essential e-commerce digest. Today on our show, Walmart Investor Day shows strong tariff headwinds. Is 2025 the year to eat the entire enchilada? Shop for brands on Amazon seen in the wild. Amazon surveys its sellers on tariffs. And finally, the Investor Minute, which contains 5 items this week from the world of venture capital, acquisitions, and IPOs. Before I get into the first story, I thought I would speak from the heart for a second here as I record this on a Good Friday. If you're a business owner right now, things can look a little dark if you're unsure if you're going to get the merchandise this year or even what price you might pay for it. Even if you're not a business owner, things are uncertain because employees depend on these businesses for their paychecks. Not just brands and retailers either. Software companies and service providers, warehouses and shippers, customs inspectors and payment providers. Even teachers and educators are feeling distressed. We are all connected. Take a deep breath. Regardless of why this is all going on and how you feel about it, we are all affected in different ways. On Good Friday, as we head into Easter weekend and the end of Passover, let's remember to be sensitive and nice to each other, and remember we are all just trying to provide for our families in our own way. While we may not be able to make a long-term plan, we can control how we act towards each other. And so smile a little longer at those you meet today. They just might need the reassurance. Now back to our regularly scheduled programming. But first, in our shopping cart full of news, Walmart Investor Day shows strong tariff headwinds. 1 week into the tariff regime, Walmart essentially admitted to investors, we're still working through what this means for us. Translation? Who the hell knows what's going on? Not us. When asked about the tariff situation, Walmart CEO said he has a great CTO, Suresh. Huh? Confusion abounds in Bentonville. But frankly, who can blame them? A few learnings from the recent investor meeting, many I haven't seen anywhere. Walmart is not immune to the current environment, but feels better positioned than most. The company is confident in their strategy and prepared to play offense. 2/3 of what Amazon sells is US made. 1/3 is sourced from all over, but the highest source of those are Mexico and China. Q1 sales guidance should be in the range of 3 to 4% growth. Operating income guidance is a little bit all over the map, and so it's unclear due to unfavorable category mix. That's retail speak for people aren't buying our higher margin items and are trading down. Our customers want pretty much unlimited choice. That's some statement. More than 2/3 of marketplace assortment is general merchandise, and the company has over $21 billion private label brands. Finally, 66% of marketplace top sellers use Walmart fulfillment services. All of these statements I had never heard before. Also, Walmart has built a new shopping assistant. What's the name? Sparky. Oof. Seth Dallaire said Walmart is exploring how it can license its recently acquired Vizio TV operating system to other TV original equipment manufacturers. Sounds like a media network strategy to me. Walmart also has a new Chief Commerce Officer, David Gugina. Their background is running Amazon warehouses as well as an enterprise vice president of Walmart supply chain. Wonder where Walmart's focus is? Let's analyze this call deeper, however. Saying 2/3 of the inventory is US made is a very slippery term in that there is no definition of that. It does not mean there are no foreign source materials or that the supplier does not have a complex international supply chain. I have never heard Walmart say before that customers want unlimited choice and selection. It's a very strong statement and points marketplace up and to the right. The question is, where does supply come from in this environment? Amazon grew on the backs of Chinese sellers. Although sales and operating income guidance for the full year was unchanged, I do feel like anything is on the table now. The CEO even said as much with this statement. We just don't know enough to say we're not going to make this year. That statement doesn't make me feel so good. Overall, this was a very rah-rah style event, more than I usually see out of Walmart. This actually makes me incrementally more cynical about the reports out of Bentonville. My read is that Walmart is more exposed than they're letting on. And if good old American Walmart is this exposed, what hope do the rest of us have? Make your guidance cautious and your employees nimble. Our second story. 2025 could be the year to eat the entire enchilada. From the uncertainty alone, this could be the most challenging consumer environment since 2008. And depending on your situation, this could give you a tremendous opportunity. Let's analyze a few different situations. Situation A, perhaps you have new investment or ownership in the last 2 years. If you're in situation B, you're trying to generate an acquisition outcome in the next 2 years, and as a result, you need to execute nearly perfectly to make that happen. Other people in situation C have insulated themselves almost perfectly from the current environment either by luck, more likely, or good planning. If you have insulated yourself from the current situation, congrats. This message isn't for you. Are you trying to get an exit in the next couple of years? Your job is to give yourself more breathing room. Don't do anything rash and continue to execute on your top small and medium ROI generating priorities for the moment. It's the first situation A I want to speak with. Those with newly invested money in the last 18 months. Sit right down here next to me. You likely were already considering major transformation and prior to this year may have been even considering not making as major changes so soon and just instead trying to goose performance rather than going for the whole enchilada of difficult changes. However, even if you execute perfectly, 2025 might still be a shit show. You are likely already seeing negative comps. How long can you chase this without making the structural changes you know are needed? I'm advising my clients, never waste a good crisis. It's possible that you need to reposition your brand majorly from a price quality point of view. You may also need to take out an order of magnitude cost compared to today. You potentially need to execute improvements and changes more quickly than you do today. Your tech platform might be more limiting than you're letting on. And you must find a much sharper point to your marketing creative. If you do have new ownership or recent investment, you are actually in an extremely fortunate position. You can afford to make the investments you truly need if you can just get the buy-in. Oh, that pesky buy-in. Everyone knows what needs to happen, yet no one has made the case. Worse, it doesn't even seem to be on the table. Last year's burrito is not going to get you to the promised land. How to start? Create that burning platform. Meaning, even if we do all the things we have already planned for 2025, it's not going to get us to the promised land. If you can create that perception, at least you can start thinking about that enchilada this year. Our third story, shop for brands on Amazon seen in the wild. While Amazon's Shop brand site is testing, I was able to find it in the wild on my mobile app. Here's what I did. I searched for IQ bar, and then I scrolled forever, like all the way down. I get the sense that this is what we used to call backfill listings in comparison shopping search. In other words, any paid or high priority marketplace or first party item will go up much higher in search. But this could potentially add a lot of selection where Amazon is thin and give brands behavior data. 3 items appeared in the brand search: a coffee mug, a mini sampler, and a blender. 2 of these items worked as intended. I clicked through, Amazon gave me a terms of service pop-up, and it went to the page of the website that matched the price. The mini sampler did not even bring me to a product page, however. It went to a broken page with no item on it. It's possible Amazon's feed or crawler was out of date. What else did I learn? The treatment of Buy For Me, which is the AI-assisted buy-in, and the Shop to Brand site is the same on Amazon in terms of the box that it appears in. I hadn't seen an AI-assisted one live personally still, and for that buying, Amazon will potentially authorize your card not more than $10 above what Amazon quotes you on its own website before the AI bot goes off and buys it for you, likely for credit card authorization purchases. This information is from Amazon's own FAQs. How will brands get their products up on Amazon? I haven't seen any news about this yet, but if it's like other shopping services, I expect sellers will send Amazon a feed to get their products there, ideally. And this would give merchants control, and of course, Amazon will likely accept a Google feed, kind of like everyone does. This type of data will also be useful for Amazon's AI. You could even imagine that Amazon get brand review data in a feed too, potentially, or integrate with popular providers like Bazaar Voice and Yotpo, depending on how much leverage or interest there is. And our last story, Amazon surveys its sellers on tariffs. I'm from Amazon, and I'm here to help. With credit to Ronald Reagan, are these the 8 scariest words in the English language? Vanessa Hung posted last week about a new seller survey from Amazon about how tariffs are impacting Amazon sellers. As if Amazon doesn't know. Well, of course, Amazon is always surveying its sellers, but I thought this one was particularly interesting. Amazon itself plays on all sides of the fence. They buy inventory and negotiate with suppliers. They have intimate knowledge of the manufacturer financials and sourcing. They understand the impact of margin on sellers' ability to market. The same Amazon that says they're maniacally obsessed about the consumer, yet the top of search results is completely pay to play. The same Amazon who celebrates when 1 year they don't happen to raise your fulfillment fees. You get the idea. So Amazon is asking questions about tariffs and how they affect your business. Do you think they're looking to subsidize the impact on tariffs for its sellers? Hell to the no. So what do I think is going on? Amazon, and similarly eBay at times, has lobbied Washington, D.C. on behalf of sellers in an olive branch. I think this data could potentially be used in such an effort. I wouldn't be surprised if I see similar behavior from Shopify soon, but I have not yet. So should you answer? It's unclear. Amazon has millions of sellers. Chances are, if they're going to learn something, they're going to learn it one way or the other. Can it hurt too bad to tell them? The cynical side of me, of course, says yes. The more pragmatic side, however, says, what can it truly hurt? So today, perhaps the pragmatic side wins. Amazon is going to learn what it wants to learn one way or the other. If you're feeling proud and stubborn, go ahead. Give Amazon a piece of your mind. On the other hand, if you're feeling generous and helpful, you can answer the survey as completely as possible and let me know if you get one. It's that time, friends, for our Investor Minute. We have 5 items on the menu today. First, food delivery startup Wonder acquires media company Tastemade for $90 million. Virtual food haul and delivery platform Wonder has acquired Tastemade, a media company, for a reported $90 million. Wonder has created a food ecosystem that contains a virtual food hall, a delivery platform, a meal kit, and now a media company that enables them to offer customers content that lead to purchases. Wonder founder Mark Laurie wants to create a mealtime super app that utilizes AI to help customers order food they see in Tastemade videos. A consumer company buying a media network? Where have we seen this? Second, Spangle emerges from stealth and raises $6 million in seed funding. Spangle, which develops self-optimizing landing pages for paid traffic, has announced that it has raised $6 million in seed funding. The company develops a proprietary platform, Product GPT, that decodes customer interactions to improve conversion and revenue for retailers. We are in the early stages of artificial intelligence and automation through models, and currently, AI agents are all the rage. Third, customer data platform Cord raises $5.5 million seed. Customer data platform Cord has raised $5.5 million in seed funding that will be invested in product development and customer growth. Cord evolved from being ARFA, a headless commerce platform, to become Cord, which aims to create data that is ready for AI. Cord enables marketers to utilize insights and attribution in one platform to enable performance optimization across channels, predict consumer behavior, and drive revenue. The CDP sector is an opportunity for AI. Fourth, StubHub files and then delays IPO. Ticket resale marketplace StubHub filed for an initial public offering. The company reported a net loss of $2.8 million on revenue of $1.77 billion for 2024, compared with a $405 million profit on $1.37 billion in revenue for 2023. The company was acquired by eBay in 2007 for $310 million and acquired by co-founder Eric Baker in 2020 for $4 billion through his new company Viagogo. StubHub reportedly wanted to raise $1 billion at a market value of $16.5 billion. Interestingly, StubHub spent 48% of its revenue on sales and marketing, while it spent just $59 million on operations and support. StubHub has since delayed its IPO due to the current market environment. And finally, Guess receives going private proposal from WHP Global. Fashion brand Guess has announced it has acquired a non-binding offer from brand management fund WHP Global via its WHP Investments Fund to acquire 51 million outstanding Guess shares at $13 a share, which would value the company at $751.5 million. In April 2024, interestingly, WHP's offer excludes shares owned by Guess co-founders and its current CEO. WHP Global and Guess partnered to acquire Rag & Bone. Guest has formed a committee that will work with legal and financial advisors to determine whether the offer is in the best interest of Guest shareholders. Whether this leads to an agreement or a definitive offer is not guaranteed. Did you know that RMW Commerce has another podcast? Check out the Watson Weekend for an unfiltered and lively e-commerce chat each week with me, Rick Watson, my co-host Jess Liseski, and an array of interesting guests and topics, all focused on e-commerce. You can find the Watson Weekend by searching for it on iTunes, Spotify, or YouTube. That's all for this week. Till next time, Watsonians. Hi, I'm Rick Watson, CEO and founder of RMW Commerce Consulting and host of the Watson Weekly podcast, your essential e-commerce digest. Our production partner for the series is Podcast on the Fly. To hear new episodes of the show every Monday morning, subscribe now at rmwcommerce.com/Watson Weekly and wherever you get your podcasts.